Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to take another ride in Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter vehicle that is also less dense than the vehicles that we are using right now, and is also vibing on a higher frequency and vibration. And as the clouds outside, they float above the earthly matters, when you jump into esoteric cloud, your spirit floats above your circumstances, so you can have a higher, lighter perspective about yourself, so you can think and feel lighter about yourself as well. That's what we do in this channel. And first things first, I hope I'm not too white and clear, because the light in this room is very white. And yeah, that's it. And going to the point of this video is that right now the moon is in Gemini, right? As I'm making this video, the moon is in Gemini, and we are going to the new moon in Virgo. So we have moon in Gemini, then we will have moon in Cancer, then we have, which we need to change that word, right? Cancer is just ugly, okay? Just ugly. It doesn't make sense. I'll make a video about that, but it's ugly, okay? And Mercury is right now in Virgo, entering Libra. Venus is in Libra, so we want to communicate in a more sophisticated and pretty manner, right? So the moon is in Gemini, it will go into Cancer, it will go into Leo, and then we'll have the new moon in Virgo, right? So now that we have the moon in Gemini, we can see more clearly, with less emotions, with less dirt, what we can learn until the new moon in Virgo, or the lessons that we need to learn or work more after the moon in Virgo, right? And it's also a great time to achieve some clarity. It's Gemini, it's air, mutable air. Yes, it's scattered, but it's still air, and it's very light air. So it's also a sign of great clarity if you know how to use that energy. Like Libra is a sign of great relatability, but it can turn against you. Aquarius is a sign of great individuality, but it can turn against you. And Gemini is a sign of much clarity, but it can turn against you. More specifically, you can be so clear, aka having no sustenance, having no weight upon your own individuality, that others and yourself take you too much lightly or for granted. But that's not the point of this video. It's just a little introduction, right? So the point of this video is, now that we are under the moon of Gemini, that's the world we in, so we are seeking for information, relate that information, share, receive, give, think for ourselves, think about others, receive others' ways to think, express our ways to think, and we can do all of that in clarity. That's the major point of this video. So I want to use this clear light energy to either remind you, if you already are aware, or to make you aware or more aware of the goal of the shadow government. Pretty basically, why are we fighting this mental and spiritual war? Why are we, not me and the soul group, but why most people are controlled? Because they are not, they think they are, all right? Why most people think they are under somebody else's control? Why many people are in the matrix, in repetition, you know? Why do we need to go through those lengths just to sometimes survive? Some people, they need to go through some bullshit just to survive. Other people need to go through some bullshit into the magic square because they think they want some type of desires, etc, 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 right? But why we have the elite, the 1%? They think they control us because they don't really. But why that exists? Why the shadow government exists, or why it does what it does? What is the shadow government goal? The shadow government goal is spiritual ascension. And why do I place spiritual on quotes? Because their perspective of spiritual ascension is actually inverted, okay? And that inversion leads to the fucked up things that they do. That's why they want to control. They do some demonic shit. They do some rituals, sacrificing, etc., etc. They change history. They steal resources. They pillage land. They relocate cultures. They make a certain culture forget its roots and ancestors. They make religion from area A, B, and C. They pillage area A, B, and C, and they want to control area A, B, and C. So they take a piece of the A spiritual belief system, they take a piece of B spiritual belief system, and they take a piece from C belief system, and they make all together to present one belief system that can rule them all, right? Just some examples of what they do, right? And how they do it. But why they do it? Because they want to ascend spiritually. But in actuality, what they are doing is they are descending. They are, after they die, or even through their own life, they go to lower and denser and more demonic states of spirit and states of being, right? And especially in this video, because I have I think one video talking about this subject, but in this one I want to be more specific about the part of Mars, all right? Because they want to go to Mars, right? Everybody in their group, they want to go to Mars, all right? And that's very important, right? Because think about yourself. Where is your Mars? Is your 8th house, Scorpio, and your 1st house, Aries, right? So, Mars is your lower animalistic natures, or when your individuality gets exalted, okay? So, that part, the external part, they already have. They think their ego is very exalted. They think they have the best spiritual belief system. They think they are the most intelligent. They think they have the most power. They think they control everything and that the lower people needs them. Okay? So their individuality is exalted. So they want to go to Mars, to the lower part, to Scorpio, transformation, death, sex. That's why they do rituals and spells that involve sacrifice and orgies. For an example, if you are a little bit of an adept into conspiracy theory, you know a lot about this, right? So, my point is that their spiritual ascension, what the shadow government and their puppets perceive, because most puppets they don't know half or what's going really on, or what's really going on. They actually will descend. They will go to a denser, lower, more fucked up, with more bullshit realm of reality. Why? Because they will be ejaculated. Okay? Because we live inside of a being, and they want to bring Mars here because you can't physically go to Mars, but they want to bring that energy here, right? So, in a metaphysical, joining our perspective of reality and spirituality, they will be ejaculated. Instead of their spirit rising through the higher chakras of this being, right? They will be ejected by the lower chakras of this being, right? So when they go and live into the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, instead of them really rising through the higher chakras, they will not rise, the opposite word for rise, fall. They will fall from the lower chakras. Okay, so that's what they are trying to achieve, spiritual ascension, because they think they have the best perspective about life and spirituality. Because any Masonic, not Freemason, I have to make a video about that. You are a Freemason. I'm a Freemason. Freemason, free builder. I have my sun, my vision, my actions, my perspectives, my individuality are free. Okay, so Freemason, everybody that has a pure intent, an original, unique intent behind their character or realistic buildings, it's Freemason. Okay, but the Masons, Jesuits, even people in sports and politics, it's all religious. They're all religious. Okay, specifically Catholicism and things like that, right? They're all religious, so they think that they know better than the most people in the world. That is not true. They think that, right? They think that. They think they are superior, spiritually speaking, because many think that because they have bigger houses or better cars, but that is not connected in any way with spiritual growth and expansion. But they think so. That's how lost they are, right? So they think they know the best of everybody else in this realm. And their ego is so exalted, so in Aries, that they think the world is theirs. But I'm gonna tell you something. They know more than the normal average Joe knows, right? But that's on their fault as well, because they keep information for themselves. They mixture truth with lies, so it's very confusing, right? But it's on their end, okay? They have blood in their hands. They keep people from spiritual ascension, the real one, the truthful one. But they think the land, the body of Christ, the body of the individuality, the body, the land, the physical matter that was created after the Christ, after the chakras, because the Christ is the sun, the second coming, because first is your spirit, then in reality, in existence, the moon, then the sun, then the earth, the Trinity, but the spirit is over that all. But they think because because it's a whole line of fallacies and even intellectual not being intellectual coherent. Okay, it's not about spirituality. It's not about I believe it's right. It's not about you believe it's wrong. Logically incoherent, right? Because they think they know more, they knew. That leads them to think that the land you own belongs to them. So that doesn't make sense at all. But they think the land belongs to them. They think that you live on their land. And to a certain extent that's true, physically speaking, because they steal the resources and they manipulate people with the resources, right? But that's not important for here. So now we are going to pinpoint what they are doing in this exact moment of time, because they have the general goal of spiritual ascension, and then can be done in many ways. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it. So you can spiritual ascend in many ways. The best way is being an individual, being original, being unique, and channel your own spirit always. And they don't do that. They think they need to do something externally to achieve spiritual ascension, lostness, right? But now, in this specific moment, they are cleaning the land because they think that the people that are not a part of their soul group, you see, they are all in La La Land. That's all part of their imagination. That's why we shouldn't pay attention to them. Just let them be crazy on their own. Because they think they know more, so they think the land is theirs, so they think you are in their land, so they think you are polluting in a certain way with your lower desires. Because that's a crazy thing. They think you are a lower being, but then they go and do orgies, they go and sacrifice animals, they go and they eat human organs and then drink blood either from animals or from people, and then they call you lower animalistic natures, and they call you a lower specimen. What? Look into the mirror, please. You not making any sense. But they want to clean the land. That's what they are doing right now with the gasoline, Vaseline, trampoline, right? With the inoculation. They are cleaning the land because they think the average people is polluting the land. They think the resources that they took from the land are not enough to the people that exist right now in the land. So that's their goal, to spiritually ascend, right? But they are doing it wrong. So they will descend into lower animalistic natures that are going to be ejaculated through the sexual organ of the being that we live in. That's why they want to bring Mars, and Mars represents your face and your sexual organs. And specifically, right now, they are trying to clean the body of the being we live in. They are doing an exorcising. They want to make the spirits that live here and that they think they're lower spirits, they want to make it go away, or they want to place them in specific spaces to organize better. Some crazy shit that is born out of the figment of their imagination. Just because they think they know more than you, they construct that line of thought that they justify killing you. Okay? They think it's right to kill you with the gasoline and the trampoline. You know what I'm talking about. Alright? But that cleaning the space, cleaning the land, cleaning the body of Christ didn't start now. It comes from a long time, but now is more direct. Now you can see the results of it. Okay? So, if you know somebody that is like, he's into gematria, is into numerology, it's into rituals and spells, it's into conspiracy theories, and they like, but why they do that? Or if you are into that and people around you don't believe you just because why they do that, you tell them that. They are religious, they think they are better than you, they think they will ascend, but they will descend, and they think because they are going to ascend, because they think they're better than you, they think you are in their land, and because they think they are better than you, they think they are going to ascend, they think you lower than them, they think the earth belongs to them, they think you are in their earth, so that gives them the right to clean you off their earth. So they completely lost, they're crazy, completely crazy. So, but that's what they're doing. They want to clean the earth so they can spiritually ascend. Alright? But that will only make them descend. Because for you to do what they are doing, you need to be in a low emotional state. You need to be far away from your path. You need to be far away from your individuality. You need to be really low, vibing real slow. And then they do reincarnation, they do family lines. They've been here for so much long, their spirit is tired. Their spirit is growing old, as in experience. Spirits don't age, they just get tired of being in the same place for a long time. Their spirit is slowly stopping moving. That's why you see the Pope old as fuck, presidents old as fuck. You see like a big authoritarian figures old as fuck, right? Because they're always repeating. Their shit is old, it smells bad, it's weak. But that's what they're doing right now. They're cleaning the land because they think the lower animalistic natures of the people are polluting the land, and they think they need more space, they think they need to sacrifice in order to ascend, they think they need to raise the kundalini of the spirit we live in, but they don't know the spirit we live in is already dead. So what kundalini are you talking about? It's not even here anymore. It's hovering around the body, but it's about to leave, right? But yeah, that's the point. Because when they do rituals with gematria and numerology, for example, they do rituals to start things, to keep things going, to celebrate things, and they do sacrifices because they think it will help them rise. Imagine, you are an owner of a music company, right? You sacrifice an artist from your own company, but you and your group of people, you make the musician think that sacrifice is for them to rise, but is not. That sacrifice has the intention to make the owners, the people who has the esoteric intellectual propriety behind the company, rise. But because you are sacrificing somebody, you're not doing it yourself, you are not using your energy, you are using an energy outside of yourself, you are making your space heavier, you are making your space dirtier, You're making your space full of shit you don't need. So you're going down. You're not going up. Okay? Shadow government. So the rituals and spells they do is to start shit, to continue shit, to celebrate shit, to remind, just because they want to, in their perspective, to ascend spiritually, to provoke fear, to maintain dominance, to manifest real things, physical things, car, money, influence, and all of that just making them spirit heavier. So the last thing they're going to do after they die is ascend. They are going down, literally, and we don't have to do anything. We just need to sit back, relax, work on ourselves, pay attention to ourselves, and we fine. Let their boat sink, because it will. They need the people to do their shit. And they also use rituals to direct energy to certain specific esoteric locations. But yeah, not wanting to be too scattered, that's why the shadow government does what they do, because they think they are going to ascend spiritually. And specifically right now they want to clean the land so they have more space, they have more energy of the sacrificed people, they accumulate energy to use for their own shit, and to justify their actions they think they know better. They think the world needs a cleansing. No. You need a cleansing. Stop eating that blood, stop drinking that blood, stop eating that meat, do a fasting for like 1 week. Okay, it's alright. So that's what I wanted to share with you all, what and why the shadow government do what they do, because they lost. They will go down. They will be ejaculated through the lower chakras. They will not rise through the higher chakras, because that's what everybody does. You come here through your father and mother, through some sex, through some lower desire. That doesn't mean bad or good, just lower. And our goal is to, can you see here? I have the red bar, and in the top of that painting is the pink bar, and the pink is a lighter tone for the red, right? So our goal here is to come through the lower desires, experience the lower desires, not running away, experience the lower desires, and create lighter, better desires for ourselves to experience in the next lifetime, right? And what they basically, they are always in the red. They're always here. They refuse to ascend, but they think they are ascending. Why? Because let me try to explain this real quick. So imagine this is the general space, full of spirits, full of nothing. Then in the 9th dimension, you birth, you get aware, right? And then you start to create things for yourself, so you start to get dense and you start to descend. It's just, I'm trying to explain all dimensions in 2 dimensions, okay? So keep an open mind, right? So then you descend, because you are creating things, you are attaching yourself, you descend, right? But then you are here low, and you're like, hey, I know we can go higher, we can go back to a higher position. So you try to go back, you try to go up, but what happens, the 3rd dimension is really a spiraling down and focusing, and that's a 6 or a 9, right? And us, we in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd dimension, we are in here. So when we look up, we are actually looking down from a spiritual perspective. Let me draw a cleaner perspective, a clean draw. So we are here light bend in on itself to create denser and more physical, more bloody things with more sustenance. So you descended and then you go in yourself. You go in the world you created. That's why when you look up, you're actually looking down. So what is right here is wrong on the esoteric realm. Where it's left here, it's right on the esoteric realm. So they think they are rising themselves, but they are lowering themselves. So I hope it was clear. It was a bit of a Gemini video, a lot of information. Open up for you to connect the dots for yourself, for me to connect the dots for myself, and that's my perspective on it. I'm not saying this is what it is, point. No, this is what I think it is, space open for discussion, exploration, exchanging of energy, exchanging of ideas, exchanging of concepts. You can expand on my concept, you can contract on my concept, but do that with an open mind, and you better believe it, I have no emotional background supporting this perspective of mine. It's just some facts that I've seen that make some sense. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you clear out why they do that. Remember, they're all religious. They think God knows better than them. Okay? They think God placed them in the places they did, while it was a spirit in a body that did that. Okay? It was no God. It was no alien spirit that is detached from the earth. No. You did that. Most likely they did that to themselves, because they were already on a downward spiral when they reached here. That's why they get rich. That's why they get powerful positions, because they are full of shit, literally, because plants grow from shit, from maneuver. They are full of shit, they are full of dirt, they are full of substance, so they attract denser things, because everything that is real is denser. So if you are a dense spirit, you're going to attract that more easily. Alright? That's why they hate black people. That's why they hate African people, because they know better how to manifest and how to be more powerful in this realm. Also, they go way better with women, and most people on the Chinese government, they suffer from little dick problems, and they hate the more in tune with nature, the more feminine, the more juicy black. You're not black, you're a spirit in the body. Remind yourself that. It's just for us to relate with each other. You are a spirit in the body, you ain't black, you no thing, okay? But they don't like it. That's why they try to fuck the hood. That's why they drained Africa dry. That's why what they are doing now with the Vaseline and the gasoline, and people are so scary here on Europe and America. Bro, Africa, they don't even react. They are so used to bullshit lies about health and shit. They don't care, because it's being on for ages over there in Africa. Because I have a video on Instagram, because the shadow government, they're the white spirit. They have less experience, or they have less connection with themselves. They have less connection with this realm. Okay? That's why they don't like black people, because black people manifest faster than them, and they don't like that. But that's not important for this video. What is important is to know that they do what they do because they think they are going to ascend spiritually, but they are going to be ejaculated into the ground on the fourth, sixth, and on the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. They are going to be ejaculated to the ground, or they are going to be ejaculated into a lower animalistic nature over there. And you, if you individual, if you follow yourself, if you maintain your sanity, if you follow individuality to maintain your sanity, you're going to rise through the higher chakras, and then you will create a body for yourself. Because the people of the shadow government, they will be born inside of a body. You, if you follow yourself, you will create a body for you, and most likely the shadow government will be born inside of you. That shit crazy, I know. Spirituality go deep and high. Okay? So, I hope I was the most clear possible to you. I hope I also gave good examples. If you have some doubts, don't hesitate, comment section, email me at esotericsurfer69@gmail.com. Check out my Instagram, like talk. I will try to clarify your vision. That's what we do in this channel, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, getting a higher, lighter perspective of yourself and your circumstances. And I will try to do that, okay? Because we need to know why they're doing that. Because most people, they see what they do, but they think it's about the money. No, they make money. They invented money. They don't need money. You need money. You are the money that they use. But I also have a video about that, so if you want, we can make a personal conversation as well. That will be charged in money, I know, you know, but we can work a price, we can make a conversation, we can make a call. We just want to connect and interact with each other, okay? So until the next time, I wish you the best thoughts, feelings, ideas, and emotions. I wish you creativity, individuality, and imagination so you can maintain your sanity. And until the next time, Esoteric Cloud Surfer and the Soul Group will rise spiritually. We don't want no Mars. We don't want no Mars here. Mars is there. Mars is aggression, passion, motivation, impulse. Mars is there. If I wanted to be in Mars, I would be born there. So, if the people of the shadow government, if you were born on Earth, why the fuck you wanna go to Mars? If your spirit really wanted to be in Mars, you will be born there. Simple. Accept your fate. Accept your path. You created that for yourself. Don't run away. That's why you are going down. That's why you are going to be ejaculated into the ground, that's why you're going to be born inside of a fourth dimensional goat. Because you are not following yourself. You believe something outside of yourself created the path for you. You gain $1 million and you thank God. No, bitch, you did it. Thank yourself. Till the next time, Esoteric Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Keep light.